On the edge of a sunlit meadow, where the wildflowers nodded in the breeze and the grasses swayed in soft waves, lived two neighbors, a grasshopper and an ant, both just past their 16th summer. The grasshopper, named Reed, was known throughout the fields as the soul of the summer, always found basking on a leaf or strumming his legs to create melodies that drifted on the afternoon wind.
"Life's too short for worry,"
Reed would say with a lazy grin, brushing green dust off his knees. He spent his days enjoying the warmth, letting time slip like water between his fingers. Across the burrowed lane lived Alba, the ant. Before the first blush of morning, she was already working, storing food, repairing her home, and tending to the needs of her colony. Occasionally, their paths would cross in the haze of afternoon. Reed, lying on a flat stone, would peer over, watching Alba hustle back and forth. One day, as Alba passed by with a heavy wheat grain on her back,
"Why tire yourself so? Come rest. There's music in the air, and the world won't end if you let things be."
Alba paused, catching her breath, her antennae twitching in mild amusement.
Maybe, but I'd rather be ready when the days turn cold.
She replied, nodding toward the horizon where faint clouds threatened the summer's end. Days melted into weeks. Reed grew bolder in his leisure, spending every sunbeam on a song or a nap. Alba, undeterred by Reed's teasing, kept on, her home filling with stores that began to spill from her larder. As the season shifted, the green of the meadow grew gold, and a chilly wind began to creep along the ground. Reed noticed the change too late. His meals grew harder to find, his nights colder and more restless. One bleak morning, his belly empty and legs trembling from hunger, he looked longingly across the lane. Alba was outside, lining her doorway with stray petals to keep the wind out. She saw Reed's shivering form and called him over. Reed approached, pride dipping with every shuffle.
"I should have listened. The songs are gone now, and I'm not sure how to begin."
Share what I have, and when spring returns, let's prepare together.
Inside Alba's warm home, surrounded by the fruits of her labor, Reed understood the lesson, not just in words, but in the warmth of shared bread and company. The winter outside was still cold and fierce, but within Alba's walls, something new began, a quiet partnership, and the promise that when summer returned, there would be time for both work and song.